Okay, so after the previous video, the question comes in my head is, if there is nothing that matters, nothing matters, right? There is no divine judgment, there is no cosmic wonder, there is no being sitting above us, there is no sin, there is no hell, there is no heaven. Then do I go on a killing spree? Do I kill someone? Do I be a serial killer? We're questionable. Because the thing is, you think that if there is no judgment, if there are no sins that humans would be afraid of, and there will be no consequences of those sins, then a human would start to go on a rampage of killing. And he would have this psychopathic nature. He would be a monster within humans. And you are afraid of being that human, which is quite noticeable, because if you think that going on a killing spree is wrong, then you won't go on a killing spree. Because see, there's a biological difference between psychopaths. Now, psychopaths are a different breed because their amygdala responds differently, their precortex is developed differently, and so they are different. They lack empathy among humans. The thing is, staying in groups and creating morality was a human evolutionary benefit. Staying in groups, staying together provided many benefits to human, which made them survive through difficult times. May it be a disaster, may it be other species surviving out there, may it be thriving, reproducing, getting the food, getting the shelter. All of that was possible because human tried to stay in groups. Now the difference is that human also invented morality. Well, why was morality invented? Why were these ethics and rules in a group invented? Because let's say if someone in the group kills someone or murders someone other in the group, that person, that murderer, becomes a huge threat to the entire group. And so there were morals, there were this ethics, and there were these rules of staying in a group. And if you follow those rules, the group would keep you, or else they would exile you, or they would kill you. And the thing is that these were the rules which human forgot that they themselves have created it in the past. So now you don't remember them as the layer of reality. Let me come to that point. Okay. So in the core, there were these humans who needed an evolutionary benefit, who needed to create systems to thrive. And so they created a layer. They created a system. Second, humans started to adapt to this system. Humans started to understand this system. Third, humans forgot that they themselves have created these systems. They themselves accepted the system as their core truth instead of realizing the fact, instead of realizing the reality that they themselves have created systems. Now, system becomes the truth for the human, not knowing that themselves have created that. There is no cosmic wonder, there is no cosmic being who has created it for them. They themselves, humans, have created morals. Humans have created religion. Humans have created different types of structures and traditions that you see around. Well, the thing that stands apart is that fourth layer where humans tries to create enemies, whoever goes against their truth. So let's say you have these systems, you have tradition, you have religion, and if there is someone who doesn't agree with you, becomes your enemy, starts to threaten you, starts to threaten the truth around you, which was created by you, but you forget that. And then comes the fifth layer. You will have to kill your enemy in order to defend your truth. You will defend your truth, not at all realizing that humans themselves have created this truth. I don't even know what my truth is. I have believed into a system which my pre ancestors have created. And this is what just is stupid to me. You know, when aliens come to Earth, they see Earth as a land, they see Earth as a habitable planet, and maybe they see a civilization that has developed so much that they have created structures and ethics and religions. But you know what they see in the end? They see a land, and humans see border. They see land as a whole, they don't see it's America or it's Canada. Humans see that. And humans die defending borders. And they call it patriotism. See, the line between good and evil is very thin. very thin. You would be a monster, you would be a hero is a thin line. It depends on how convincible your cause is for those killings. If you kill a rapist, you become a hero. If you kill a normal homeless man, you become a villain. See, the thing is, human needs empathy. As much as you try to avoid, even your blood boils when you hear about different rapes going out in the world. You hear about people killing random people just for the sake of their psychopathy, just for money, just for religion. It feels different. It feels hurtful that your countrymen are dying out there on the borders. The thing is, human doesn't realize that these were their created systems. There's no point wrong in staying in this layers of reality, but to know that these layers of reality were created by humans. See, a soldier dies on the borders of a country, not knowing that these borders were created by diplomatic humans at some point. The thing is that biologically, when I talk about lions, when I talk about sheeps, they don't go fight around for ideologies. See, whenever a lion fights another lion or a lion crew fights another crew, it's because they are doing it for mates. They are doing it for survival. They are doing it for reproduction. They are doing it for shelter. They are doing it for food. Understandable. It's a biological nature. But humans have kept those layers of reality always above them. So human always keeps ideologies over everything, over facts, over anything you can imagine. And so your ideologies overshadow everything in your life. And that's why when you start to scratch these layers, you realize that, oh, would I be a monster now? Because the ideologies have vanished. And humans have always kept ideology as the prime most priority to see at things in the world. It is like the spectacles to view the world. And if you snatch them away, human sort of becomes blind. He doesn't realize that this is the real world. He doesn't realize that he himself has put on those specs his entire life, which were given by someone else. He doesn't realize that. And so we stand in a moral consequence that what is right, what is wrong, what happens if nothing matters, and why shall I not be a monster? Well, the thing is, if nothing matters, why should I even waste the efforts? Why should I even waste the energy to kill someone? If nothing matters, then why should I even go for someone? Why should I even steal someone's money? You know, that should be the question. The question shall be, why should I kill someone? Why should I steal someone's money? Why should I not betray him? Why should I not act psychopathy? The question is very different. The real thing why you are asking these questions is because you stay in the top two layers of reality, which is covered by ideologies. And that's why you ask these questions, that why psychopaths and this and that only exist because they have realized that there's nothing to this world. No. See, the thing is, no psychopath goes on to a philosophical judgment about their consequence of their actions. No, they never. They just do it. They're biological creatures. They don't philosophize stuff. Ideological humans philosophize stuff. I have always said that biology wins over philosophy any day. And so the thing here is, if you scratch the layers of reality, you would stay as a fact that there is nothing matters. It is these layers that makes human, that makes someone angry, that makes someone excited, that makes someone happy, that creates these systems and these traditions and which you stay by, in which you think your life depends upon, in which you consider your truth stands as. And the reality is, it was all created by humans. Humans maybe to thrive. I feel rubbish. I feel stupid when humans kill other humans of their own species just based on ideologies. There is no other species in the world who does that. And so I stand in this major consequence of life, major paradox of life, that whether the consciousness, is it a blessing or is it a curse? The thing is, even after asking all of these questions, even after realizing what the reality is, you would still wake up tomorrow feeling happy for your daughter getting 10 out of 10 grades in a school. You'd still be sad if someone within your family dies. You would still cry if your girlfriend for 6 years of relationship leaves you. And so I think, as there is nothing that stays in the core, human is made out of those leaflets of cabbage. I think the layers of reality itself is a human. And itself, those layers show the development of a human through evolution of years and years. Nothing. Humans will create another system. They'll believe it as a truth and they'll die upon for that truth. It seems weird when humans kill based on different stories of their religion, based on different gods, based on just an imaginary border. Humans have really gone through civilization. Humans have really modernized themselves. I don't have anything more to say.